Episode 3. Blank screen. Black. All good movies start with a black screen. Thumping music. Dark, brooding, thumping music. Wait, no music. What? No, this isn't the Lego movie. So, tidy up. Tidy, tidy, tidy. Think. Plan ahead. Tidy. In all seriousness.
I really don't know if I can do this.
What was that noise?
Okay.
I think this is a piece of brown oak. Not entirely sure. It's actually very light. Well, relatively light. That's not a bad guitar shape just there. So at this stage, it's very much just a case of randomly drawing something on the body. I obviously have ideas in my head, but
Well, that's a bit ugly.
it does help to have a place to start.
Okay.
And that place is... Come on.
Guitar design 101.
The Centreline.
Electric guitar design 101.
Design 101. Come on.
You can pretty much do anything you fancy, but it really does help to have
Centreline. A Centreline. A Centreline. I said it far too slow.
And obviously I'm avoiding this knot, really.
That was a good noise.
So we have a neck pocket. Neck pocket there.
And a single pickup. Because time.
And a neck pickup there.
So you need to have access, you need to be able to get to every single fret. There's a very faint line you can see going the opposite of that curve is attractive, and I've seen some stunning guitars that look very nice with that curve on there. I'm thinking Dow guitars, TAO, Dow guitars in Belgium.
Obviously, I've forgotten how to talk. Obviously it would go a lot faster if I was just using an
existing template. Sorry.
But that isn't me. What's the point? What's the point in doing a guitar that I've done multiple times before? Although chances are this is going to end up looking similar to everything else I've ever done because, hey, I'm me.
I do feel like my design sensibility is a little bit stale at the moment. In all seriousness. Did you see me just using, I use my fingers there as sort of dividers
I mean, we could
to measure from the centre line to the two waists.
But I'm not gonna.
It's all about circles. That up about is not looking nice right now.
That's what the problem is.
So there's a sort of a sense of movement with a guitar, and they tend to be moving forward like rocket ships towards the headstock, and I've got a slight asymmetry going from the from the upper bout, and I hadn't copied that through to the waists, so the waists were symmetrical, not offset, and that just looked weird. So round bottom, slightly asymmetrical, carry that asymmetry through. Yeah, big bottom, small top, tiny waist, perfect guitar. Slim neck, tiny head. I don't know where I'm going with this. So, along with Centreline, bridge position is kind of key. And the design is kind of following the grain that you can see here.
The other option. Okay, this is taking too long. This is taking too long. I'm going to have to put a pin in it and just start cutting. I think maybe actually that's all right. I'm gonna cut a little bit bigger, see what I fancy, and go from there.
No, don't do it.
No. No, that's just descendant, I think. So that could be. No, I don't want another double cut. That was the 12. Shoot. Okay. No, we've reached time. I suppose I could do a whoops.
Guitars also have lines. I'm sort of drawing the forward momentum here.
This wood is actually really difficult. I'm really struggling to see what I'm trying to get here. Okay.
It's time
I do believe
to move on
we don't have a choice.
to the bandsaw. This is what happened with the 12-hour guitar, actually. I drew, and when you start cutting, you start to see what you actually want the guitar to look like. Last chance. Can't change your mind now. There we go. That's a pretty curve. What the hell, Ben? I don't know. That knot there is looking rather nice. Straight through the neck pocket. We know from our other guitars that you don't need that much surface area to glue, and this will give us a lot more access and a better playing, a better feeling guitar. Yeah, that's a pretty curve. The bandsaw helped dictate that shape. And here we try and see what it's actually going to look like. You can see the lump there where my pencil was, just there. That's not attractive. That transition between curve and, well, concave and convex didn't work. Nice. What do you think? In the comments below. Yeah, we dropped that off.
Yeah, that works.
It works, it's a little tight. A little bit more cutting away. Oh, what have you forgotten? PPE. Absolutely essential. Must apologize for these audio glitches. We bought a new mic, tested it, listened, tested it, listened, and now that we're actually filming something important, it's glitching on us. No, you've made an asymmetrical guitar. You can't just stand it up like that. Come on, man. Use your brain. Yeah. Same thing, using your fingers as calipers there. I'm quite happy with that. Except for that bit. It's funny how important the difference between 1 hour and 15 minutes in, the difference between one line and another, only 8 mil, 10 mil apart. It makes a huge difference to a guitar or anything. there we go. Or not. Haha, speaking of knots. Oh, that's a bad pun, isn't it? We do like raw guitars at Crimson. Very important. At this point you've got not only dust and the odd bit of debris floating around, but with a new sanding disc on, you sometimes get bits of silicon carbide stuck in your eyeball, and that really just isn't fun. Trust me. So a disc sander, while not absolutely essential, really does help with these external curves. And as long as you don't concentrate on one spot for too long and keep it moving, you tend to get some pretty perfect shapes out of the instrument. Now, this was the first type of machine. Wait, stop dropping things. That I ever bought, I think, other than me. Aha. Yeah, oscillating spindle sander, or bobbin sander, comes by many different names, was one of the first machines that, or was the first machine that I bought, at least bench-mounted machine. And yeah, they are still absolutely essential. I think we have 4 now at Crimson, and they're all in use all the time. Watch that sleeve start to move. I'm watching the body, I'm not watching the sleeve. However, I can feel where it didn't work properly. Confusion, thinking, what was that? Realization, no? Haha, realization, there we go. Silly man.
I think I have a sanding sleeve from a different machine.
You are right. I didn't realize that my thought processes were quite so visible on my face. I thought I was a cooler cucumber than that. I now understand why I can't get away with anything with my wife. She just knows. You weren't listening to me. You were designing the 6-hour guitar build, weren't you? Yes, darling. Whom I love very much. So you can see that there were some burn marks just on the inside of the about there. We'll get rid of them soon. Just be gentle and slow and keep the machine moving and you'll be okay. Now, I'm using the upper part of the sleeves here because it's not quite so clogged up with dust, etc., and would be burning less, although it's obviously a little bit more dangerous and not necessarily, well, it's more difficult to keep it square at that stage. And you can see I'm just using my fingers and my hands to feel what the curve is doing now. Your hands are a lot more sensitive than your eyes ever are. And it's, yeah. It's the best way to get a nice curve. Because you're absolutely certain that whoever ends up owning this guitar, and it's being given away in a competition, will caress it and play it and love it and notice everything about it. Whether it's built in 6 hours or not, it needs to be as good as humanly possible. So let's move on to a finer grit quickly. I don't have the luxury of a lot of time to sand this guitar down. So yeah, machine time it is. I am wondering if I forgot to open the extraction or close down some of the other extraction ports, because that's looking rather dusty. And I should be wearing a dust mask. I can't quite make it out in the background there, but I think we're at about 1:23. So 1 hour and 23 minutes into a guitar build now. Fretboard's glued in place. The body has an outline. Yeah, it's going rather well.
So, the 8-hour guitar is going really well. I suppose we could posthumously change the plan, couldn't we?
No, we can't. Cheat. Shiny.
Yeah.
Indeed. I think I was pointing out the 12-hour guitar there when the audio glitched again. I can't believe we are 800 videos in and we're still having glitchy audio.
Similar.
It is. It's essentially.
Similar sort of thing. Alrighty.
This is going to be the single cut version.
Let me just have a look at this. The glue is curing. The glue is definitely getting hard.
Thank Reg, the god of gigging musicians, for that.
How's it going, Jimmy? I don't know. The 8-hour build, I think, is going rather well.
That's a tired old joke.
Yeah, it's going pretty cool. Wait, I went over to the neck for another reason. Yeah. Soon as, really. Whenever. Awesome. Yeah, just bring it on. Have a party. Why not? I've forgotten what machine I'm supposed to be using. Is there a book? Is anybody betting on this? I think James is betting on this. Look at that face.
It's not a bet. It's more of a point.
Okay. Where have you got me finishing?
I'm okay.
Oh, because.
You can't take that's unfair.
Fair enough. Okay.
Too fast.
Yeah, that's a little bit fast.
So James has just admitted that there's a pool on whether or not and in what time I'm going to finish this build. And as the day progresses, I find out,
Bloody hell.
yeah, indeed, I find out that all of the luthiers at Crimson Guitars and the Luthier's
All right.
apprentice have...
This is one of those things where
Finish your sentence so I can finish mine. They've all put me at finishing over 2 hours,
you just can't
or thereabouts, over
plan for
the
everything.
6 hours.
Well, you could, but that wouldn't be me, really, would it?
Planning? No. So yeah, the Luthiers didn't believe that this could be done. I kind of don't believe that it can be done. But let's see. So you don't want your pillar drill going too fast because you'll burn out the cutting edges of your Forstner bits. And again, these are for mag, they're phenomenal. The belt's a little bit loose, I need to adjust that a little bit, so if I push too hard it slows down a bit. That's actually fine again, I don't want it to burn out anyway. I do love watching this. The urge to try and blow the shavings off the screen though is still so strong. Think about something else. I'm wondering how many people are going to be ordering pizza while watching this because of ooh, funny face, because of us mentioning it so often. So essentially remove as much waste as possible to make the routing go smoother and quicker. It's pretty. I do love this bit. I don't think a pillar drill is 100% necessary for guitar building if you're starting out or have limited space, but it's a very, very nice thing to have.
We have a guitar body. This is the end of the third half hour. We are 1.5 hours in. I have got a lot to do. So I'm going to stop talking. Goodbye.